foreign waiter was rude in his language, so I returned the favor. Tonight I went out with my teacher and a few other students to celebrate us all passing our super hard AP college credit equivalent test. We went to a Japanese-style restaurant, and for context, our waiter was in fact Japanese. We all ordered a lot of food and we were having a great time when I overheard our waiter talking to another waiter in Japanese. He said, "That blonde girl is so fat she shouldn't have ordered all that food." As you can guess by now, I understood what he was saying because I speak Japanese. In fact, everyone at my table speaks Japanese because our teacher is our Japanese teacher, and the test we all passed was our AP Japanese language test. My teacher noticed I was just picking at my food and asked what was wrong. I told my teacher, and I was upset at first about having been called fat. He must have overheard it too and was hoping I hadn't heard it. He assured me that some people are just rude and that I can eat all I want because we're all celebrating. Everyone else had ordered a lot of food for themselves too. I was still a little bothered though, and so I hatched my little plan. The rude waiter came back and asked us all how everything was. I spoke up and said, "It's great. We're celebrating and the food is perfect for us celebrating." He replied, "Oh, that's great. What are you all celebrating?" To which I said, in Japanese, "We are all celebrating our passing test scores on our college Japanese language exams." His face was beautiful. That look of realization and the glance over the table at my smiling peers and my sensei holding in his laughter. However, the waiter did not apologize for what he had said. So I didn't leave him a tip on my meal. Everyone else did on theirs. On the back of my receipt I wrote, "Please think before you speak out loud." Okay, this may not be the best petty revenge story, but it sure makes me feel better. Plus my peers and sensei got a kick out of it. I blocked a shoeless man from going to the bathroom on an airplane. Apologize for formatting on mobile still on the plane. I, 22 male, am currently on a flight that's about 5 hours. I'm stuck in the middle seat, so, obviously, already aggravated. The person to my left, important later, took his shoes off about 5 minutes into the flight. I asked him politely to put his shoes back on because it smelled like cheese and sweat. He responded, "I'm more comfortable like this." So at this point I'm beyond livid. It's just rude. So about an hour later he asked to pee and I responded, "I'm more comfortable like this." I sat there until he put his shoes back on. It's gross that he wanted to go to the bathroom without shoes on? Whatever. Hope you enjoyed. Call me a typical millennial who expects handouts. Lose your first job opportunity in a year. I'm going to try to keep this a short story here and to the point. About a year and a half ago I was working at a company with multiple divisions. We met up for company paid supper one evening at a bar. This guy went off on a rant about how millennials are always expecting handouts and do not earn their way in life. And that I was a typical millennial and fit that bill perfectly. I should add this guy is only about 3 years older than me. Although he insists that he's not like others his age. For me to be at this point in my life I saved up every cent I could, about $1,500. Took my clothes I had, the tools I had to my name, loaded up a Honda Civic and traveled over 4,000 km across the country to find a job as an apprentice. I was 21 and left all my friends and family to start a new life in a different city. I started out washing industrial equipment and worked my way up to a heavy-duty mechanic at my previous company. So needless to say I was not very happy with being told that I expected handouts in life and didn't earn what I had. I still miss my family and friends every day of my life. I live here. While he grew up here. So fast forward a couple of months. He shows up to work hammered drunk. Drove the company truck in, and once he got there started to insult co-workers. Obviously this got him in big trouble and he was fired on the spot. About a year later, my previous company I worked for called me in for work. I sat down to lunch with the boss and found out that they just recently hired this guy. And he was starting next week. So of course I let them know about his incident that he lied to about them, saying he worked for a different branch of the company. Obviously in an attempt to stop them from contacting his real place of employment. So when he walks into his first day at work they're going to turn him right around and send him back out the door. F you for thinking you know me or what I've done to be where I am in life. Enjoy losing your first job opportunity in a year, maybe if you didn't expect handouts. Thanks for watching and don't forget to give a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Have a good one.